Hello. The Village of Hoosick Falls has some positive news to announce related to our village's continuing recovery from the PFOA drinking water crisis that dominated the headlines and lives of our residents over the past 10 years. As a result of the village joining the 3M PFAS Class Action Lawsuit, the Village of Hoosick Falls, as a public water provider, will be receiving an estimated $3 million to be paid incrementally over the next 3 years. This class action settlement came about through legal claims across the nation filed against the makers of PFAS compounds, completely separate from the Hoosick Falls PFOA situation. Earlier this year, the village's mayor, environmental attorney, and water treatment plant operators spent a great deal of time working on this submission, including organizing and providing the various data required. Recently, after the window for water providers to submit claims closed, the village received its estimated award number of $3 million. The mechanics for awarding settlement money to water providers are based on a complex formula that includes total number of users, highest PFOA testing results, other PFAS testing results, total claimants involved, and other data points. 3M is the main provider of funds for this class action settlement. DuPont is also a named party in this class action settlement, though their contribution is a much smaller percentage. The important takeaway for the village is that 3M will be paying their share in 3 installments over the next 3 years, while DuPont will pay twice over 2 years. Now, you may have noticed that Saint-Gobain Performance Plastics and Honeywell International, the 2 responsible parties for the local PFAS contamination, are not a part of this settlement. The 3M class action settlement is completely separate from and unrelated to the village's ongoing legal matters and options locally with Saint-Gobain and Honeywell, for which we are hopeful that a final settlement regarding our local PFAS contamination and future costs of operating the new water infrastructure will be reached in the coming months. When comparing our situation to other locations that have faced PFAS contamination in drinking water, we find ourselves surprisingly ahead of the curve. We have a permanent filtration system and a brand new water source arriving soon, and the vast majority of this was paid for by the responsible parties. These accomplishments are a product of the village's continued advocacy by the community, by its elected officials, consultants, and attorneys, as well as the regulatory work and oversight provided by New York State. The result of our efforts have led to a historic PFAS contamination response that serves as a model for other communities as to what can be accomplished. The money for this settlement will go a long way to making up the time, the energy, and resources that have been lost or diverted to our drinking water situation. It's hard to really quantify the full amount of money and progress that the village as a municipality has lost over the past decade, whether it was putting off preventative maintenance, delaying necessary equipment replacement, or taking on more debt. So for now, we are grateful to be able to share this good news, and between this settlement, the New York Forward Grant Program that's currently underway, and the coming activation of our new water supply, our community is primed to make great strides in growing our quality of life, our local economy, and redefining who we are as a community. I expect many discussions related to this big news over the next several village board meetings, which, as a reminder, are at 6 p.m. on the second Wednesday of the month, and they're located at the Village Highway Garage on Waterworks Road. Thank you.